Hi everyone, welcome. My name is Smita and I'm a solutions architect working with AWS. And today we have Amresh from Swiggy. Amresh, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hey, my name is Amresh. I'm a principal product manager with Swiggy and have been working with Swiggy for almost 5 years now. My team manages our core platform products, including our experimentation platform, the machine learning platform, the customer data platform, and we have recently built a bunch of GenAI based productivity tools. So these are some of the things my team manages here at Swiggy.
Awesome. Please tell us what Swiggy is and what Swiggy does.
Yeah, Swiggy is India's leading on-demand delivery platform with a tech-first approach to cater the needs of urban consumers. With a presence in more than 500 cities across India, partnerships with hundreds of thousands of restaurants, Swiggy delivers this unparalleled convenience to all its users. This unparalleled convenience can be anything, either from ordering your food or daily essentials, or even getting a table of your favorite restaurant and more. But getting everything within a few minutes is all Swiggy is about.
Awesome. So Swiggy has this cool conversational data wizard called Hermes. Please tell us more about that and what problems Swiggy is trying to solve.
Yep. Uh, Swiggy is a data-driven company, and we recognize the importance of enabling our teams to access and interpret the data quickly and efficiently. Plus, a majority of our business and product decisions requires the specific numbers and quantities, etc. For example, what was the average rating last week in Bangalore for orders delivered 5 minutes earlier than promised? Or what is the P95 of the customer claims in a certain cohorts of restaurants in a particular region of the country? So the main intention behind building Hermes was to help all those users within Swiggy. Hermes again is a conversational data wizard built on Slack, is our in-house generative AI based assistant that allows users to do two things. One, ask questions in natural language, converts the same into SQL query, and two, then executes the query and return the results. Before Hermes, all our internal users would have to either find a dashboard or write a SQL query by themselves, or even reach out to an analyst to get, which are all time consuming in general. With Hermes available now, all of this just takes a few minutes.
Nice, but looks like it's text to SQL solutions for me. Is it not that?
Yeah, we can call it an RAG-based approach in GenAI text to SQL world. Although the concept looks pretty straightforward in theory, but there are many complexities, edge cases, etc., that needs to be addressed when you actually build it. For example, the many solutions that are available out there, just think that if you provide hundreds of thousands of your database tables and even more columns to your text to SQL engines and get accurate results at the end of it, which won't work when you do it practically.
Okay, that's actually quite correct. So, what did you do to increase the accuracy of the solution?
So we wrote good prompts, but we did not have some enough examples to feed to the LLM to give the context of what we are looking for specifically in Swiggy. So, but we actually did have a lot of these SQL queries which gave correct results, but we didn't have a way to use them. This is where what we communicated the problem to the AWS team, and they suggested the GenAI team to help us, right? The GenAI team developed a SQL to text piece for us, and I can explain that solution with the help of an architecture diagram now. Hey, so before having this solution, we just had the online flow that you can see on the screen where the results were not entirely accurate into the level that we wanted. So we handed over the list of SQL queries which we compiled to the GenAI's team, and they helped us create a vector database consisting of the natural language questions and the SQL pairs of the corresponding, NLP questions. This was done by leveraging the Bedrock Cloud Haiku model, where we passed in the metadata, which includes the metric name, the table schema, the column information, and the SQL queries, and asked the model to then create the relevant natural questions for the same. For all the SQL queries, had this been done, now when a user asks a question, we do a semantic search for the question in the similarity search vector database and use the written SQL queries as a few short examples to augment our existing text to SQL flow. At the end of this, we now have a working model with super improved accuracy than what we originally started with.
Thanks, Amresh. To all those who do not know what AWS GenAI team is and what they do, They are a team of AWS experts with deep experience in AI ML and generative AI techniques to imagine new applications of generative AI to address customer needs, identify new use cases based on business value, and to implement practical and innovative solutions to the most pressing business challenges. For this particular solution, as Amresh mentioned, AWS GenAI team developed the SQL to text part by implementing prompt engineering and created the SQL to text pair, which were used as few short examples for their text to SQL pipeline. This was all done on Amazon Bedrock. Also, want to emphasize that this was done once and the results were kept in a vector data store to be used later on. Now, you can do this weekly, monthly, based on when new queries are generated and you want to use them. Cool. Amresh, another question to you is what improvements did you see in the business metrics?
So with Hermes now augmented with the SQL to text solution, we saw a lot of improvement, primarily in our column and table retrieval stage. Currently, more than 90% of the times, the SQL queries generated via Hermes were accurate, and the number of incorrect queries generated because of either incorrect columns or incorrect tables retrieved have decreased significantly. These changes, when coupled with a couple of other improvements, have also helped us reduce the total execution time to now.
Thanks so much, Amresh, for explaining Hermes to us. I also want to thank AWS GenAI team, which helped Swiggy to develop the SQL to text piece. Organizations, please talk to your account managers to use Bedrock for your respective use case. Please visit the link in the description of the video to understand more. Thanks so much for watching.